God says, your wealth transfer has been approved. You will receive $9.72 billion in your bank account tonight. Open this message in 4 minutes, or God will give it to someone else. Claim this message immediately. My child, listen to me and do not delay. Heaven has declared it. The storehouses of glory have been opened. Your name has been written on the blessing. The release has been authorized, and the wealth of the wicked is now being transferred into your hands. This is not a wish. This is not a maybe. This is a divine decree. You must not take this lightly. What you are hearing right now is not coincidence. It is your moment. If you walk away or close your heart now, you could miss the breakthrough that generations before you cried out for. Comment Amen to agree with this in your spirit right now. This is not just about money. This is about restoration, about the promise I made to you in secret places. This is about how I watched you suffer silently while others passed by. I saw when you were rejected, forgotten, betrayed, mocked. I saw when you gave while you had little, and I recorded every seed sown in faith. I kept count, and I did not forget. Now the reward has come. Now the harvest is ready, and I, the Lord your God, have set the time to release it into your hands. I have seen how the world tried to convince you that I wouldn't show up, that nothing good ever comes your way, that people like you don't get to see that kind of abundance. But I'm not bound by the patterns of this world. I am the God of overflow. I give in measures that make no sense to human logic. When I bless, I don't hold back. This is why I said, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And that is the measure that is now being poured into your lap. Comment 1111 if you believe what I'm saying. This number I've given you, 9.72 billion, is not just to shock you. It is a symbol of my limitless nature. It is proof that I am able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all you can ask or imagine. This is a prophetic sign. It is a confirmation that what the enemy tried to block has now been released. They can't stop it anymore. The angels have gone forth. The divine transaction has been made. What was held up in the spirit has now been released in the natural, and it's coming tonight. Don't dismiss this like another post. Don't roll your eyes and scroll past. That's what the enemy wants. He wants you to miss the delivery. He wants you to ignore the knock on your door. But I say this clearly and with urgency. If you open your heart now, if you align with my promise, if you claim this in faith, it will manifest. If you hesitate or scoff, the window will close, and I will place this blessing in the hands of another who is ready. Yes, I said it, because I will not waste what is holy. If this touched your heart already, I want you to like this video just once, so others will see it and believe too. I want you to understand the gravity of what is unfolding. This isn't just your blessing. This is a generational shift. This is legacy. This is so your children's children will never taste the pain you went through. This is because you broke cycles in silence. You held your tears and still praised me. You didn't curse my name when the bills stacked up. You didn't walk away when friends disappeared. You didn't turn your back on me when the answers didn't come right away. And because of that, I am rewarding you openly. This wealth isn't just numbers. It's an assignment. It is provision for the vision. It is release for the dreams you buried because they seemed too expensive. It is fuel for your calling. It is support for the widows, the orphans, the broken, the missions, the healing. It is mine, and I am placing it in your care because I trust you. I know your heart. I saw you when you gave your last coin to someone in need. I watched when you shared your food while your stomach ached. I heard your prayers at midnight. And now I am saying, get ready to receive. Don't let guilt lie to you. Don't let shame tell you you're not worthy. You are my child. You are chosen. You are covered. I didn't bring you this far to abandon you at the gate. I am walking with you, standing beside you, and fighting for you. No power in hell can reverse this decision. What I've approved, no man can deny. What I've spoken, no devil can cancel. There are people who are going to say, that's too much, that's not possible. But you will reply, my God shall supply all my needs according to his riches in glory. Not your riches, his. Not your job's income, his. Not your family's inheritance, his. And his riches know no limit. My hand is not short, my treasury is not lacking. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills, and today I am opening the vaults of heaven on your behalf. You thought you were overlooked. You thought your prayers were lost. But I tell you today, I heard you. I heard you the first time, but I was preparing the path, removing the traps, setting the stage. Because what I'm about to give you, no man will be able to take credit for. They will say, surely the hand of God has done this, and you will say, to God be the glory. That is how they will know that I live. Comment 222 if you trust me to fulfill this promise. The next few hours are sacred. This is the moment the spiritual realm has been anticipating. This is not just a new chapter. This is a new book. The old pages of pain, struggle, confusion, and lack are being closed. A new book is being opened with titles like Favor, Overflow, Divine Reversal, and Supernatural Acceleration. This is why I allowed the delays, so you'd be ready for the weight of what's coming. Because what I'm giving you isn't just wealth, it's responsibility wrapped in glory. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You will wake up and see the evidence. You will testify. You will walk into rooms you once only saw in dreams. You will have keys in your hand that open doors others said were sealed. This isn't just happening for you, but for your bloodline. You are the first, but you will not be the last. Through you, I am building a testimony. Through you, I will show that I still perform miracles. Through you, I will silence the mouths that mocked. You've carried burdens for so long that you forgot what it feels like to breathe without worry. But I am lifting that today. The weight is being removed. The chains are being broken. The curse is being reversed. You will not cry like you used to. You will not beg like you used to. You will not sleep in fear anymore. My glory surrounds your home. My angels are posted at your door. My presence goes before you. And child, don't think this is only about wealth. It's about restoration. Relationships that shattered will be restored. Health that decayed will be renewed. Peace that vanished will return like a river. This is holistic. Nothing missing, nothing broken. This is what I do. I make all things new. I make deserts bloom. I make dry bones rise. I make impossible things happen. And now, I'm doing it for you. You have reached the appointed time. You've endured enough. You've waited long enough. The scroll has been opened. The seal has been broken. The word has been released. Heaven has moved. And you, my beloved, are the reason for this divine shift. The transfer has been completed in the spirit. Now watch it manifest in your life. You kept believing, even when your hands trembled. And that's why this wealth transfer has been assigned to you. You didn't give up. You didn't walk away. You stood when you had every reason to fall. And now, I stand for you. This is not random. You are not just lucky. You are appointed. I chose you before you even knew who you were. I marked you with favor when you were still hidden. And even when people left you behind, I never did. Even when you were surrounded by silence and unanswered prayers, I was working. Every delay had a reason. Every not yet was building something greater. Every closed door was hiding something better. And now, the moment of release is here. Comment 555 if you know you've been chosen by God. The transfer has been approved. This is a spiritual release that is making its way into the natural. What is happening now isn't a transaction between banks. This is a divine shift being executed from heaven to earth. It carries my seal, it carries my timing, and it carries my purpose. I am not just giving you money. I am releasing favor, strategy, wisdom, and protection over every area of your life. This wealth will not destroy you. It will not slip through your fingers. It will not be wasted, because I have prepared you. I watched you when no one else did. I saw how you handled lack, how you stayed generous when others turned bitter. I saw you help others rise, even when you were falling. You chose kindness when you had nothing to gain. You honored me when it wasn't convenient. And now I'm honoring you. I'm lifting you in front of the same people who questioned your faith. I'm vindicating you. They said you were foolish to trust me, but now they'll see why you did. This transfer will be a turning point. What once drained you will now empower you. The areas of your life that felt like deserts will spring up with new life. What used to be tight will now overflow. Where there was once fear, there will now be boldness. You're not walking into this wealth weak. You're stepping into it with strength, wisdom, and clarity. Because I've poured into you privately for years, and now the world will see what I've been building. Comment 1212 if you're ready to walk into this new season. This isn't the time to doubt. This isn't the time to question if it's real. You've already seen what I can do. You've seen me heal, rescue, restore, and redeem. So why would you think I'd bring you here and not fulfill my word? I told you in Deuteronomy 28 that blessings will overtake you if you listen to my voice. And you've been listening. You've been obeying, even when it cost you comfort. Now the overtaking is happening. The blessings are chasing you down. You won't have to run after it. It's coming to you. This wealth has your name on it. And I am commanding the gates to open. I am assigning angels to move resources into your path. I am stirring hearts to bless you. I am setting divine appointments that no man can interfere with. When you wake, you will find unexpected favor. When you walk, doors will swing open. When you speak, your words will carry new power. This is a shift, not a moment. A change in status, not just a temporary lift. You were never forgotten. The silence was never abandonment. It was preparation. You didn't miss your season. You were being refined for it. You didn't miss your chance. I was setting the foundation. And now that it's laid, the building begins. The structure I am raising through you will be strong, not shallow. It will last. Because what I give, I sustain. And what I start, I finish. You won't have to beg for what's coming. You won't have to manipulate or strive. My blessing adds no sorrow with it. This is pure. This is holy. This is mine. And because it's mine, it carries eternal purpose. Every dollar, every opportunity, every connection that comes to you will have divine purpose attached to it. You will bless others. You will break chains. You will rebuild what was broken in your family. You will rise and lift others with you. I know some still won't believe it. Some will roll their eyes and call it fantasy. But I remind you, I used a shepherd boy to slay a giant. I used a barren woman to birth a prophet. I fed a crowd with a lunchbox. I split seas, shut lions' mouths, and raised the dead. Do you really think a bank balance is hard for me? This is small for me, and I'm doing it not just to bless you, but to show the world who I am through you. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. You are going to become a walking testimony, a living example of what it means to trust me. People will say, "How did this happen?" And your only answer will be, "God did it." That's how I want it. I don't want your blessing to be explainable. I want it to make people turn their eyes to me. And that's exactly what this transfer will do. It will glorify me, and it will prove that my word never fails. Hold tight to this. Don't let doubt sneak in. Don't let old wounds talk you out of what I'm doing now. Just because you've been disappointed before doesn't mean I've forgotten you. I was there in the loss. I was there in the pain, and I never let go. This blessing was always coming, but it had to come at the right time. And now, this is your time. Every tear you cried watered the seed of this promise. Every prayer you whispered fueled the fire of this blessing. I heard it all. I saw it all. And nothing you went through was wasted. I am the God who repays. I repay in full. I repay with interest. And I'm not just giving back what you lost, I'm multiplying it beyond anything you could have imagined. This 9.72 billion is a prophetic figure. It's not just about a currency amount. It's a symbol of overflow, more than enough, pressed down and running over. It means I'm not giving you just what you need. I'm giving you more than you know what to do with, so you can be a blessing to nations. What once felt like not enough will soon feel like more than enough. You will walk in a different posture. You will speak with confidence. Not arrogance, but authority, because you'll know that I am the one who did it. Comment 999 if you receive this in your spirit today. You must understand something deep right now. This transfer isn't random. It is precise. It is strategic. It is my response to what you endured and how you responded to it. When others retaliated, you remained still. When others cursed, you chose silence. When others manipulated, you waited on me. You didn't try to force your way. You trusted me. And now I'm showing you that your faith wasn't in vain. Even when your heart was breaking, you still worshipped. Even when your hands were empty, you still gave. That's why I'm filling your hands now. That's why I'm lifting your name, because I can trust you. You've proven that your heart doesn't change with your circumstances. That's what I look for. That's what I honor. And that's why this wealth is not just money. It's honor. It's favor. It's recognition from heaven. Do you remember the nights when you asked me, "God, when will it be my turn?" This is that moment. This is your turn. The wait has not been in vain. The promise has not expired. My timing is never rushed and never late. It is always perfect, and my perfect timing has now collided with your faith. That's why everything is aligning. That's why doors are opening with no explanation. That's why peace is returning like waves crashing onto the shore. I am reminding you, I'm still the same God who parted the Red Sea. The same God who caused manna to fall from heaven. The same God who shut the mouths of lions. That power hasn't faded. That authority hasn't weakened. And now, I'm using that same power to part the seas that stood before you. The same force that held up Moses' hands is holding yours. You don't walk alone. You are covered by my power and shielded by my grace. Comment 1010 if you know God is fighting your battles right now. The reason this wealth transfer matters so much is because of what it will break in your life. Cycles of poverty are ending. Cycles of scarcity are crumbling. The mindset that kept you limited is being torn down. You will no longer say, "I can't afford that." You will say, "If God calls me to it, He'll provide for it." You will no longer say, "Maybe it's not for me." You will say, "My Father owns it all." Your words will change. Your posture will change. Your entire environment will begin to shift. The places you used to feel small in you will now rise in. The rooms that once ignored you will now seek you out. What they thought was the end of you was only the beginning of what I planned. They buried you, but didn't realize you were a seed. And I've watered you with grace, patience, and perseverance. And now the bloom is undeniable. No one can hide what I've placed on you anymore. The light will shine, and no darkness will cover it. This wealth is also protection. You won't have to live in survival mode anymore. You won't have to wake up afraid of bills or bad news. You'll sleep in peace. You'll move with calm. Because I've removed the burden of lack from your life. That spirit of just getting by is leaving. That pressure of always having to stretch what little you had, it's breaking. You will move from survival to stewardship, from not enough to more than enough, from struggle to strategy. And yes, people will talk. They'll say you changed, but you did. Because my blessings change everything. You'll still be kind, humble, generous, but you'll walk differently. You'll know you are a child of the King. You'll make decisions from a place of peace, not panic. You'll give freely, not fearfully, because you'll know that as fast as I gave, I can give again, and again, and again. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. The world tried to label you by your past. They tried to write you off because of what you didn't have. But I have written your name on a different scroll. I've called you blessed. I've called you highly favored. I've said you are mine. And now I am proving to the world that I never abandon my own. You will be the evidence. You will be the sign. You will carry the fragrance of heaven in every place you go. You're not just receiving wealth. You are stepping into destiny, into authority, into fullness. The waiting is over. The labor has not been in vain. The seed has broken through the soil, and the fruit is abundant. This is what I meant when I said in Joel 2:25, I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten, not just days, not just months, years, the years of loss, the years of delay, the years of being overlooked, all of it restored. So don't just wait for it, prepare for it. Get your house in order, clear the clutter of doubt, open the space in your heart. Create room for what I'm sending. Speak it, declare it, thank me now before you see it. That's the kind of faith that pleases me. That's the kind of heart I reward. Don't say, "I'll believe it when I see it." Say, "I believe it because he said it." And watch how quickly it comes. Comment 1515 if you're preparing your heart for the overflow. I saw you as a child of the Most High. I saw you worthy of inheritance, worthy of healing, worthy of greatness, not because of what you did, but because of who I am. And I am your Father. I am your provider. I am the one who calls things that are not as though they are. You are not what you lost. You are not what they said about you. You are not your failures. You are what I've called you: restored, anointed, appointed, favored, and chosen for this exact hour. The money is not the miracle. The miracle is that after everything you've faced, you're still standing. You didn't lose your mind. You didn't lose your faith. You didn't disappear when it got hard. You stood still and waited on me. And now I am moving on your behalf. Comment 1717 if you know this word was meant for you today. Do you remember when you had nothing left but hope? When every door was shut, every answer felt far away, and your strength was gone? I remember too. I remember how you still whispered my name through your tears. I remember how you lifted your hands in worship even when your heart was heavy. I remember how you kept showing up even though you felt empty. That didn't go unnoticed. Not one moment was unseen. And now those private cries are turning into public joy. This transfer is not a surprise to me. I didn't decide it today. I've had it planned from the beginning. Before you were formed, I set this time aside. Before the trials, I marked this date, and everything that happened was preparing you for this hour. Even the pain had purpose. Even the silence was sacred. It wasn't that I was punishing you, I was protecting the promise. And now that you are ready, I'm releasing what has always belonged to you. It's time for your hands to carry what your heart has believed for so long. Time for your feet to walk into what your spirit has already seen. I gave you visions, dreams, confirmations, signs, and now comes the manifestation. The wealth isn't just about numbers. It's about what it unlocks. Peace, rest, strategy, ministry, impact. You're going to do more than survive. You're going to rebuild. You're going to dream again. You're going to expand beyond every boundary that life and people tried to place around you. There's a reason I didn't let you settle for less. A reason I didn't let certain relationships stay. A reason doors closed when you thought they should open. I wasn't rejecting you, I was reserving you. I was keeping you from stepping into rooms that were too small for what I had planned. And now, you're about to see why I had to protect you. Because what's coming requires space, it requires maturity, it requires the wisdom that you only gained through the fire. Nothing was wasted, not even the moments you tried to forget. Comment Amen if you believe God is redeeming the years you lost. You may not feel qualified, but you are called, and when I call someone, I equip them. I'm not asking you to be perfect, I'm asking you to be willing to step out, willing to believe again, willing to receive something so big it makes your hands tremble. You don't have to figure out how. Just trust that I already have. This wealth will come in ways you didn't plan, from places you didn't expect, through people you never imagined. I'm doing it in such a way that no one will be able to take the credit but me. You'll open your account, and tears will fill your eyes, not because of a number, but because of what it represents. It will represent every night you prayed when no one was watching, every time you gave even when it hurt, every time you forgave when it wasn't fair, every time you stayed silent and trusted me, every time you pushed past fear and believed anyway. This is harvest season, and I never forget a seed sown in faith. This blessing is for you, but it's bigger than you. It's going to reach into your family, into your community, into places you haven't even stepped into yet. I'm making you a vessel, not a vault. What I pour into you will not stop with you. It will flow through you. Your children will eat from this. Strangers will be fed through this. Ministries will be built through this. You're not just receiving wealth, you're receiving assignment. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Some won't understand. Some will try to downplay it. Some will question your rise. Let them. You don't have to explain what I'm doing. You only need to walk in it. I didn't ask for their approval. I gave you mine. I didn't check their opinions. I declared it from heaven. And when I declare a thing, it is established. What I've opened for you, no man can shut. What I've released to you, no system can block. What I've spoken over you, no voice can cancel. This is a divine moment, and it demands your full attention. Don't miss it. Don't delay. Don't talk yourself out of it. Say yes. Receive it. Embrace it. You've waited long enough. You've doubted long enough. Now it's time to walk in faith like never before. Lift your head, fix your eyes, and stretch your hands. The promise is here. The release is now. The transaction is complete. And child, don't forget, I don't bless halfway. I don't do anything small. When I move in fullness. When I give in abundance. And when I choose someone for increase, I surround them with protection. You are not just stepping into wealth, you are stepping into a new level of divine covering. What used to threaten your peace will now bow to your presence. What once intimidated you will now be under your feet. This is my covenant with you. I will never leave you. I will never forsake you. I will finish what I started in you. And I will lead you into places where my favor has already gone ahead of you. You are not alone in this. I'm going before you. I'm walking beside you. I'm covering you from behind. You are safe in my will, secure in my promise, shielded by my word. Every time you were last, I am making you first. Every time you were passed over, I am highlighting you now. What was once blocked is being opened. What was once delayed is being delivered. You are about to step into a reality where prayers you forgot you even prayed begin to be answered before your very eyes. You're not hearing this by accident. This word is reaching you because your name has been mentioned in heaven. The courts of angels have seen your file. The records have been reviewed. The verdict has been rendered in your favor. You, my beloved, are next. There is no more waiting in line, no more standing on the sidelines. You've served quietly, you've sacrificed deeply. And now it is time for you to see what your faith has built. Comment 222 if you trust God's timing for your breakthrough. Do not let fear steal this moment from you. Do not talk yourself out of what I am doing. I know your history. I know the wounds. I know how disappointment has tried to wrap itself around your hope. But today, I am removing every thread of that sorrow. You will not walk into this blessing carrying the weight of your past. You will not walk into this abundance with a heart full of fear. I am healing you as I bless you. I am restoring joy as I pour out provision. I am reminding you of who you are, not forgotten, not forsaken, but favored. The enemy tried everything to stop this moment. He sent distractions, he whispered lies, he stirred confusion. But none of it worked. You're still here, you're still believing, and that is why this transfer cannot be delayed any longer. I've released it. And no spiritual force, no earthly system, no person, no voice can stop it now. The wealth is being rerouted to your life because you stayed in position. This wealth carries divine fingerprints. Every cent is soaked in my purpose. This is not just about financial relief, it's about launching you into your divine assignment. What you used to dream about in silence, you will now live out loud. The visions that seemed impossible will now become your reality. You will fund what others were too afraid to start. You will build what was only imagined before. You will walk through doors no one in your bloodline has walked through. Comment Amen if you know this is your time to rise. You've been misunderstood, misjudged, labeled wrongly by people who didn't see your heart, but I saw it. I always saw it. You didn't need to defend yourself, I was defending you. You didn't need to fight for position, I was preparing the platform for you. And now, those who counted you out will witness what I've counted for you. They will see that I was with you the entire time. You won't have to force what's coming. You won't have to chase it. This wealth is not the result of manipulation or striving. It is the result of favor. And favor cannot be earned. It is given. I chose you not because of perfection, but because of your posture. You remained surrendered. You stayed soft in a hard world. You kept your eyes on me when all else failed. And that is why this flood of provision is being directed to you now. It will not come in trickles, it will come in waves. One thing after another, testimony after testimony. You will not have room enough to contain it, just like I promised in Malachi 3. This is the kind of blessing that spills over, that fills your hands, your home, your heart, and still reaches others through you. I'm not just blessing you, I'm blessing everyone connected to you, and don't think I forgot what you gave up. I know what you sacrificed when no one was watching. I know what you turned down because it didn't align with what I told you. I know what you said no to, even when it would have made life easier in the short term. You chose obedience, and now I'm showing you that obedience always brings reward. Even when it's slow, even when it's silent, even when it's hard, the reward is coming in full. And it's coming now. This will not be a blessing that slips away. It will not be something you taste and lose. This is not fleeting. It is established. It is permanent. I am planting you in stability. I am securing your steps. I am anchoring your future in my promise. You will not return to lack. You will not return to the fear of not having enough. That chapter is closed. A new one is being written in real time, and it's titled Overflow. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer, now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The night seasons you walked through, those silent battles, the betrayals, the losses, they were not for nothing. They built something in you that you're going to need for where I'm taking you. You learned how to pray deeper. You learned how to stand in storms. You learned how to depend on me and not man. And now that you've been strengthened, I'm sending increase. You may feel unprepared, but I've already equipped you. Every trial was training. Every delay was preparation. Every closed door taught you how to listen more carefully for mine. And now that I'm opening this door of abundance, you'll walk through it with the maturity, the grace, and the courage that I formed in you when no one else was looking. The world is about to see a version of you they never expected, not because you've changed who you are, but because I'm revealing who you've always been. The anointing on your life is becoming visible. The favor on your life is becoming undeniable. The strength in your spirit is becoming unshakable. And this wealth, this divine provision, is going to fuel everything I've called you to do. Stay alert. Stay grateful. Keep your heart open and your hands ready. What is coming will not require manipulation, striving, or compromise. It will come through peace, through ease, through obedience. You'll wake up one day and everything will look different. And when that happens, you'll know it wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was God. You prayed just to survive another month. You planned around limitations, not possibilities. But now I am removing the ceiling. I am breaking the barrier. What I am releasing tonight will cause everything around you to shift. No more shrinking to fit in rooms that weren't built for your calling. No more silencing your vision just to make others comfortable. I didn't give you those dreams so you could bury them. I didn't speak those promises over your life so you could second-guess them. You are about to rise to a level where you no longer ask for permission to believe big. This wealth isn't just about funds, it's about freedom. Freedom to move, freedom to give, freedom to speak, freedom to breathe again. Comment 555 if you feel this word settling deep in your spirit. You've been faithful in the shadows. Now I'm bringing you into the light, not for your glory but for mine. People will look at you and see what it means to be kept by God. You won't have to explain anything. The transformation will speak for itself. They'll say, something's different about you, and it will be true, because I'm changing not just what you have, but how you walk, how you think, how you carry yourself. You'll glow with grace. You'll move with clarity. You'll speak with authority. Because this wealth is doing more than blessing you, it's aligning you with the fullness of who I made you to be. I'm not giving you scraps. I'm giving you abundance. The kind that makes people shake their heads in wonder. The kind that makes you cry just looking at it. The kind that humbles you because you know it had nothing to do with your ability and everything to do with my goodness. I've been waiting for this moment, watching for when your heart would be ready. And now it is. Comment 1212 if you receive this next level of divine identity. Do you remember the times you begged me for breakthrough? I remember too, and I didn't ignore you. I recorded every cry. I stored every tear. And now I am repaying in a way that will redeem even your darkest seasons. What once looked like loss will now look like preparation. What once felt like abandonment will now feel like hidden favor. You were never forsaken, you were being positioned. I saw what others didn't. I knew what they couldn't. While people judged your journey, I was strengthening your roots. You were growing even when it felt like nothing was happening. And now that your roots are deep, the fruit will be undeniable. This blessing won't destroy you, it will deepen you, it will mature you, because I've built you to carry it. You're not stepping into this like someone desperate, you're stepping in like someone destined. I want you to know something sacred. I'm not blessing you just to make your life easier. I'm blessing you to make my glory seen through your life. I'm blessing you so the world knows that obedience is never in vain. That waiting on me is never wasted. That trusting me through the fire always leads to something greater. You are the testimony. You are the proof. You are the light on the hill that cannot be hidden. You've said it before. God, I'll be faithful if you bless me. Now is the time to live that out. Don't let fear keep your hands closed. Don't let the opinions of others hold you back from walking boldly. This wealth is a tool, a resource, a vehicle to move the vision forward. I'm trusting you with this because I know your heart is surrendered. I know your intentions are pure. I know you'll give where others hoard. I know you'll listen when I lead. This wealth will not control you. You will steward it. You will not bow to it. It will serve your purpose. You will not lose yourself in it. You will find more of who you truly are. Because wealth in the wrong hands brings destruction, but wealth in the hands of the faithful multiplies the kingdom. And you, my child, are one of the faithful. You don't need to explain how this happened. You don't need to defend what I've done. Let them talk, let them wonder, let them doubt. But you keep walking, keep praising, keep giving me the glory. That's all I ask. That in your rising, you remember who lifted you. That in your increase, you never forget the source. Because as long as I stay first, there will be no end to what I will do in your life. They thought they buried you, but I was planting you, and now the growth cannot be denied. This wealth is not the end, it is the beginning of impact, of influence, of expansion, of healing, of restoration. What you're stepping into will change not just your life, but entire generations. You will shift the story for those who come after you. You will be the one they talk about when they say, "That's where it all changed." Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. So don't hold back, don't look down, don't shrink. This is your moment. This is your time. Everything I've spoken, everything I've promised is now being fulfilled. Heaven is rejoicing. Angels are moving. The gates are open. And you, my beloved, are walking through them. You didn't come this far to be denied. You didn't hold on through the storm just to be forgotten. This transfer is evidence that I've been with you every step, even when it didn't feel like it. And now, everything is coming together because I am faithful to finish what I start. I want you to look back for a moment, not to dwell in the pain, but to remember how far you've come. Remember the times you had nothing but faith. Remember the days you cried into your pillow, asking me if things would ever get better. You questioned yourself. You questioned your worth. You even questioned if I was still there. And through it all, I never left. I stayed when others walked. I covered you when you didn't even know you were in danger. I provided in silence. I worked behind closed doors, and now I'm bringing everything into the light. Comment, Amen, if you believe God has never left your side. This wealth transfer is not just a deposit, it's a declaration. It's a divine announcement that the wait is over. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are seen, known, chosen, and approved. The world may have overlooked you, but heaven never did. And now, the very ones who doubted your calling will watch what I do in you with awe, not to shame them, but to show them who I am. They will know that when I bless, I do it fully, completely, undeniably. No more barely making it. No more cycles of almost and not yet. You are stepping into the now, into the already done. I am placing keys in your hand, keys that unlock things you never thought were within reach. Homes, businesses, ministries, ideas, access, relationships that align with purpose. This is the kind of blessing that comes with acceleration. What should have taken years will happen in months. What felt impossible will become normal. What you once only dreamed of will now become part of your daily life. Comment 777 if you feel breakthrough is arriving quickly. This will be the season where you no longer feel like you have to explain yourself. No more defending your faith, your hope, or your expectations. I've taught you how to stand quietly. I've taught you how to let me speak for you. And now I will. The results will speak louder than any words could. Your life will become a testimony so clear, so undeniable, that even your enemies will have to admit God is with you. I need you to hear this with your spirit. I am not blessing you for the sake of comfort alone. I am blessing you because I am building through you. You are a vessel. You are a carrier of my glory. I've trusted you with struggle, and now I am trusting you with abundance. This wealth is not random, it is prophetic. It has timing, purpose, and assignment written all over it. You were born for this. You were created for such a time as this. I knew what you would carry, so I allowed what would prepare you to carry it well. This blessing will not be short-lived. It will not slip through your hands. I have set divine boundaries around it. I have marked it as protected. What comes from me cannot be stolen by man, and what I give, I sustain. This is the kind of increase that builds legacy. You're not just getting provision, you're stepping into generational purpose. What I give you will stretch into the lives of your children and their children. It will speak even when you're gone. Because I am a God of generations, not just moments. I want you to prepare yourself not out of fear, but out of reverence. Be wise, be still, be ready. Don't waste time trying to convince those who can't see what I've shown you. Don't waste energy trying to carry people who refuse to walk. This season requires focus. It requires discernment. Because what's coming is bigger than you can manage alone. I will send help. I will send the right people. But I need your hands open and your heart willing to follow my voice, even if it means letting go of familiar things. You've said, God, whatever you want to do, I surrender. And I heard that. Now I'm doing more than you asked. You were just hoping for survival, I'm giving you abundance. You were hoping for a door, I'm building you a house. You asked for a job, I'm handing you a vision. Because I am not a God who gives according to need, I give according to promise. And my promise is bigger than what you can see. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. Don't try to trace the path. Just follow the light I've placed in front of you. I'll take care of the details. Your job is obedience. Your job is faith. Your job is to keep your eyes on me. I have never failed you, and I never will. My word does not return void. My promises are not empty, and this release is proof of that. Comment 1010 if you believe the promise is already being fulfilled. Everything that was once dry in your life is being watered. Where there was once drought, there will now be overflow. Where there was lack, there will now be overflow. Where there was stress, there will now be strategy. I am turning panic into peace. I am replacing sorrow with strength. I am removing every trace of shame, and I'm covering you in honor. People who once looked down on you will come to you for guidance, because I've lifted you not to boast, but to bless. My child, I am doing something in you that cannot be undone. This blessing, this wealth, this shift, it is sealed by my hand. No force of darkness can touch what I've released. No curse can reverse what I've declared. You are covered. You are called. You are protected. You are favored. And nothing and no one can stand in the way of what I've already placed in motion. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are stepping into a new identity. You're not just someone who survived. You're someone who carries breakthrough. You're not just someone who endured loss. You're someone who has been entrusted with restoration. I've watched you grow in silence, and now I'm exalting you in the open. What you're stepping into will be seen by many, but it was prepared in the secret place between me and you. You will no longer chase after help. Help will find you. You will no longer beg for open doors. The doors will open on their own because I have spoken. You've honored me when no one else was looking. You've worshipped when you didn't feel strong. You've sown seeds when it cost you everything. And I never forgot. Not once. I've held on to every sacrifice. And now I am repaying you in ways that will leave you speechless. Comment Amen if you receive God's repayment over your life today. I've seen how the enemy tried to use delay to discourage you. He thought if he could stretch the time long enough, he could convince you to give up. But you didn't. You may have felt weary, but you never walked away. You may have questioned the process, but you never stopped believing in me. And that's why this moment carries such weight. I'm not just giving you a blessing. I'm giving you double for your pain. I'm giving you clarity where there was confusion. I'm giving you peace where there was pressure. I'm giving you joy where there was mourning. I need you to understand this blessing is not fragile. It is firm. It is secured. What I release cannot be undone. What I assign to your life cannot be reassigned. You don't have to compete for it. You don't have to fear losing it. You only need to receive it and walk in it. This wealth transfer is the unlocking of promises that have been waiting for your faith to align with my timing. And now that moment has arrived. You may feel the trembling in your spirit right now. That's because heaven is moving. What I've spoken is landing. The delivery is near. What was once just a hope is becoming reality. What was once a prayer is now becoming provision. You'll see numbers change, yes, but even more, you'll feel the weight of freedom in your heart, the freedom to breathe, the freedom to plan, the freedom to give without hesitation. This is not just about riches, it's about release. Comment 999 if you feel God is releasing what has been stored up for you. I've watched the years the locusts devoured, the time that felt lost, the seasons where you felt stuck while others moved forward. But I was never behind schedule. I've been measuring, watching, preparing, because when I move, I don't just restore time, I redeem it. I make it better than it would have been. I heal the memory. I bring beauty from ashes. And I make it so that your heart no longer mourns what it missed, because what I'm doing now is more than enough. You're going to laugh again. Not the kind of laugh that hides pain, but the kind that erupts from a healed place. You're going to speak with confidence again, not with pride, but with purpose. You're going to help others rise, because you'll remember what it felt like to be down. I didn't allow your suffering to crush you. I used it to shape you. And now, you're ready. People will ask, how did this happen? And you'll say, God made a way. They'll ask, where did this come from? And you'll say, heaven opened the windows. Because you'll know this wasn't strategy, this wasn't hustle, this wasn't coincidence. This was me, this was my hand. This was my word coming alive in your life. You'll remember the nights you cried. You'll remember the days you went without. And you'll see clearly why I had to bring you through it all, to show you just how powerful my restoration truly is. This blessing will bring reconciliation. Family members who stopped speaking will find healing. People who wronged you will come back with apology and honor. Not because of who you are, but because of what I am doing through you. My glory attracts peace. My favor restores order. And I am covering every part of your life with divine order right now. You've prayed, God, just give me one chance. This is that chance. Not just for a do-over, but for a brand new beginning. I'm not bringing you back to where you were. I'm taking you beyond it, beyond the past, beyond the fear, beyond what others expected of you. This is the season of more than enough. More than they said you'd become, more than what was taken, more than what you ever dared to imagine. Comment 333 to declare your faith that God is doing more than you imagined. This isn't hype. This isn't fantasy. This is fulfillment. I'm bringing every seed to life. Every word I whispered in your ear during lonely nights, I'm bringing it to pass. Every journal entry you wrote with tears in your eyes, I remember, and I'm answering. You didn't imagine it. You weren't crazy to believe. You were hearing me all along. And now you'll see that I don't speak empty words. I speak life, and when I speak life into something, nothing can stop it from growing. This wealth will help you fulfill assignments that have been in your heart for years. The ideas you shelved because you lacked the resources, take them out, dust them off. I'm funding the vision. The ministries you wanted to launch but didn't know how. Get ready, I'm sending strategy and support. The people you've been praying for, I'm already working in their hearts. You will not do this alone. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The burden to provide is no longer yours to carry alone. I am Jehovah Jireh. I provide, not just once, but continually. I'm not blessing you so you can feel pressure. I'm blessing you so you can walk freely, trusting that I will continue to supply. The overflow will not stop. It will keep coming, wave after wave. As long as you keep me first, as long as your heart stays surrendered, you will never lack again. What I'm giving you now is not a temporary boost, it's a permanent change. It's not an emotional high or a motivational moment. It's a divine shift that turns mourning into dancing, ashes into beauty, lack into overflow. This is not something that will fade in a few days. This is something that will mark the rest of your life. This is the fulfillment of a promise that's older than your pain. Before the trial began, the blessing was already written. Comment Amen if you know God is turning your mourning into dancing. Let me remind you of something. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not running out of time. You are exactly where you need to be to receive this release. If it had come earlier, you might not have been able to handle it. If it had come through someone else, you might have given them the glory. But now you'll know this came from me and me alone. I'm not just changing your circumstances, I'm building your faith, healing your heart, and preparing your hands to carry more than you ever imagined. This wealth transfer is not about chasing status or showing off, it's about stepping into stewardship. It's about being trusted with more so you can do more. You're going to walk into boardrooms you once only saw in dreams. You'll sit at tables you didn't know existed. You'll be invited into conversations that shift cities, policies, and people's lives. And you won't be there just to watch, you'll be there to lead. Because I have placed something inside you that the world needs to see.